ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's WCTV football game of the week here at Independence High School, where the Independence Eagles host the Franklin Admirals in a region contest. I'm Paul Breece, along with my partner, Tucker Harlan. Tucker, welcome. Welcome to WCTV.
Thank you very much, Paul. It's an honor to be here.
Well, the Admirals are going to be in the white uniforms. The Independence Eagles, the homestanding Eagles, will be in the blue uniforms, receiving the kickoff. A tale of two teams here, as it really, Tucker, I'll be honest with you, I mean, Franklin is 1-4, but they're like 5 points away from being 4-1.
Yeah, really. You take out what happened last week against Ravenwood, and
right.
You've got 3 games played within a field goal, 2 games played within a point. Don't want to make assumptions about teams that are 1-4, but truly, they do fight tooth and nail every game, as you can see by those results.
So Independence 2-2. You're like, hey, where's that 5th game? I believe they had that rainout game that was not going to be rescheduled. And but here we go on the offense of Independence. Scott Blade back at the helm, the head coach for Independence 2.0, and he's got a gunslinger in Matthew Horner, number 11, right there, who says he can throw it all over the field. It's really the guys up front, Tucker, that's going to have to make things happen for Independence.
Absolutely. Always have some big linemen on these Independence offensive lines.
So Horner, quick throw, far side, and going to be tackled right there by Santino Bruni, the senior for the Admirals.
Nice quick little screenplay there. You know, I feel like Scott Blade's Independence teams have always been at their best when they got a quarterback, and they got one right now in Matthew Horner. You look at that team that won the state championship back in 2015. They had that in Andrew Bunch.
2nd down and 4 for the Eagles.
And he was surrounded by some good cast of characters as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that helps too. Nate Johnson, he was good. He's pretty good.
So here's a quick handoff, and it's going to be a first down for the Eagles. And number 20, Eli Garlington, the junior. And there's Coach Scott Blade. A lot of success first time around. He's trying to bring the magic back after a couple of down years, I guess you could say from the Eagles standpoint.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a trend around here, isn't it? Coaches leaving and then coming back here in Williamson County. It's happened in a couple other places.
If we see Dr. Kevin Dyson back on the sideline, we know something's
yeah.
So moving the chains early, the Eagles 1st and 10 are right about the 34. And, you know, Tucker, I got to be honest with you, that's the second kind of, you know, RPO, right, action that they kind of stuck it in there and he didn't know what he wanted to do with it. So the fumble right there, and it's going to move the chains back just a hair.
Yeah. Can't have those self-inflicted wounds early in a game because that's what can get you down if you're not careful. And Franklin, as we know, is a team that's very hungry for a region win. Right now sitting at the bottom of the region at 0-3. Backs are against the wall. Kind of been the hang-around team all year, but you need to get it right here.
And this time a clean handoff and a quick run. He's going to be coming through, bursting through, and leaning forward for the first down is going to be Garlington.
That's a pretty tough run right there.
Yeah, that was a tough run, right? I mean,
absolutely.
One of those things right here. You're just going to see it right here.
Just fighting for all the yardage he can on that play. That's one guy that Scott Blade said he wanted to get going as well, Eli Garlington, in addition to his quarterback.
Well, if you're the Admirals, you've been playing some really good team defense, and having these missed tackles early on has got to be a little worrisome.
Absolutely.
And there's Garlington again into the second level.
Yeah.
So, as you mentioned, Tucker, I mean, Coach Blade says, I'm going to ride Garlington early and see what happens. Develop that running game. Maybe open up the passing game later.
And usually on first down on those run plays, you're hoping for a nice 4 or 5 yard gain. They're getting more than that here, which is a fortuitous start to say the least.
So 2nd and 3, the Eagles moving across the Admirals field here. Another quick handoff, and this time the Admirals have fooled me once, fooled me twice. I've got you this time. I believe that's number 8, Andrew Dykstra.
Indeed.
Number 8. So good play by the Admirals. Now put yourself in the 3rd and
4, just about. This is where it becomes a little bit tricky. Do you throw the ball here? Do you hand it off again? Because they have been running the ball well up until this point.
So here comes the Eagles. Quick throw by Horner. That's going to be, should have been caught. And a late flag.
Now, is that pass interference or is
well,
that?
I think it's going to be what they call in high school defenseless receiver.
Yeah. NFL has the same terminology.
Yeah. So that was actually Luke Thompson, the Tennessee commit right there on the hit.
Yeah.
And so that's a situation where Horner kind of, he put it on the numbers. I mean, the receiver had two hands on it, just
yeah, ball was there. It's just the defender making the nice play. Don't know if it was a clean play.
So we got some other high school action. Well, we see it right here, Tucker, just kind of shoulder right there.
Yeah, didn't need to do that.
Yeah. But at least he didn't lead with his helmet. I mean, I guess it's.
Yeah, you lead with the shoulder, so technically it's clean. Just maybe a little after when he should have done it.
Yeah.
Big hand for your injured Eagle on the play. Number 15, George Mayberry.
So George Mayberry up and going to be escorted off the field. But it's going to be, we'll see here. We got a white hat. This is where high school, Tucker, we're just hoping. We've had games where the officials are not on top of their game, pointing the wrong direction. So
it can happen. I know some of those guys.
So 1st and 10 after the personal foul penalty keeps the drive alive for the Eagles.
Resulting in a first down for your Eagles.
Let's see if they go back to Garlington in the run game. So long throw and a missed tackle over there. Good opportunity for the Admirals to make a play for a loss. And so a nice catch.
Yeah.
Well, Horner has definitely shown his arm strength.
He is. He is. Only one downfield pass attempt so far and an incompletion, but the ball was put in the right place.
Yeah. But, you know, some of those, you know, not screens, but what do they call them, quick outs. I mean, those are long throws sometimes.
Yeah. They're longer than you think.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. Are we going to go downhill and a nice play? I believe that is number 0, Tegan Lee. And if you know anything about Tegan Lee, Tucker, last week he had a 99-yard fumble return.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see where Franklin has no offensive touchdowns in the 7-quarter streak, but they did have that one defensive touchdown there.
There we go. Yeah. And they have yet to score in the 4th quarter.
Ooh.
So all season. So if they're behind in the 4th, so here we go, big 3rd and 10. Horner back, going to get a little pressure right over the middle. First down as Torrey King. Oh, I'm sorry, Hunter Mullen. And that, Tucker, I mean, that was just wide open.
Yeah, just sitting clean over the middle. Just found the right spot of the defense and grabbed it there, turned upfield.
Well, Tucker, you saw right there the student section for Independence. I mean, that's the reason it took me a while to get over here.
Yeah. Among other things.
So 1st and goal in a long drive here by Independence. And false start, hard count. Got him, Tucker.
Looks like an offsides.
You know, when you have a 1st and 5 kind of situation, you really can open up the playbook here, right?
Yeah. 1st and 5 and 2nd and 1, or 2nd and medium, I should say, are the downs that can really open up the playbook for you. We'll see what Independence decides to do here.
So here goes Horner. Going to be a little quick screen. And, man, carrying defenders is number 5.
Matthew Horner's pass complete to number
Hendricks
5,
Harvey.
Hendricks Harvey.
Looks like they marked him just short of the first down, so it's still 2nd and 1.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing, I guess, if you got 3 shots and really getting 1 yard and then resetting.
Yeah.
So they had the pump fake, and Horner just going to catch it and carry, as they say.
Absolutely. Now the hard count worked to perfection on that first down. Set you up with a 2nd and 1, so you can really do whatever you want here.
It looks like we're going to have a timeout by Coach Blake. So I see him walking out like, okay, here we go. What's going on? Well, let's talk about this region, right, is currently Ravenwood's to lose.
Yes.
And then it's kind of a fight for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Franklin, I mean, for all realistic purposes, kind of has the win out, right?
Yeah, you need this one bad because you're going to have more opportunities, but right now you look at the rest of the region, you've already got some teams that have beaten you that are ahead of you in Coffee County and Shelbyville aside from Ravenwood. So a win here tonight would be very big for the Admirals.
Independence kind of setting in a better spot, right?
Yeah.
They beat a Coffee County team who defeated the Admirals, and they did it handily, right? I believe it's 35-6 or something.
Oh, yeah.
And so Coach
Tough loss to Shelbyville as well.
That was, yeah. But Coach Blade is liking the trend, right? He kind of moving upward and kind of getting the early jitters out of his part 2 of his head coach here at Independence. Oh, my. They got him again.
Another one.
They got him again on the first down.
Why snap the ball when you can get 5 yards of play on an offside?
Yeah, I mean, should we just keep going?
Yeah.
Tush push from
Absolutely.
yeah.
You're going to need to pick up a couple more yards to do that here, but you're getting close.
So now it may be Garlington time. I mean, he did a lot of carrying early on, and let's see if he just runs it in there, and that is going to be a touchdown, I believe. Oh, they're going to mark him short. Wow.
Eli Garlington carries to the 1-yard line. Second down in just inches.
You figure they have to run the rest of the way here.
I would think you're probably right, Tucker. I would think if
this is tush-push territory. You're inside the 1-yard line, and it looks like...
Yeah, I mean, Horner is a tall young man, and that's going to be Garlington over the top. So it's about a 80-yard drive.
Yeah, that would be 7 minutes, 15 seconds off the clock.
7:15. That was a business-like drive right there by the Independence Eagles, leading 6-0 here, 4:45 in the first quarter with the extra point pending. And that kick is up and good. So your score, 4:45, 7-0 Eagles. Paul Breece, Tucker Harlan here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us. Tucker, how about a little smoke show up here?
Absolutely. It smells good, too, honestly.
Yeah.
Smells good.
A lot better than a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen before. Not here at Independence, but...
No, it does happen every now and again.
So Centennial plays Page night and some other Williamson County action. I mean, thoughts? I mean...
Yeah, so I was at that Centennial game last week. Took a 54-40 loss to Antioch. They were up against a baller of a quarterback. Let's just put it that way. 715 yards of offense total.
That's about one individual.
Believe over 500 yards through the air, 214 on the ground. May have been. My math may not be correct. But anyway, so Centennial looking for a win against Page. That's a tough team to do it against. It's another regional matchup, and Page looking very good to start the season.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is I think Centennial can score with just about anybody, but they just can't seem to stop. anybody.
Yeah, Stewart's Creek's another game that they lost close, but scored 36.
Yeah, and I think
ultimately came up short.
Green Hill as well, I believe, right?
Yes, indeed.
So here we go, and that is a unfortunate situation right there. I don't know if you saw that, Tucker, but number 14 for the Admirals, who was going to return the kick, that was Makai Howard. When he went to pick the ball up, he put his knee accidentally on the ground. So the ball's going to be marked at the 9. And when you're talking about an offense that has had a little struggles,
9-yard line.
what do you think?
Yeah. Coach Atkins mentioned he wanted to start at the 20 and take those touchbacks so that you could drive down the field a little bit quicker, but that's not going to be the case here. I've certainly seen worse in a high school football game. I've seen games where returners just look at the ball. They don't even want to pick it up, and the other team recovers it and starts with the ball.
Okay, so Admirals offense led by sophomore quarterback Ryder Gregg, and tit for tat, Ryder Gregg gets Independence to jump off sides. Oh, I apologize. This one's going against Franklin.
Yeah. It's a bit of a guessing game sometimes.
Yeah, I felt like Franklin O-line had kind of held their ground, but I see Coach Atkins right there trying to figure out some offense magic. If there's any word, miracle, I don't know.
Yeah. Need a miracle here at your own 4-yard line.
So nice. Get him out of the get him out of the end zone. Give him a little breathing room right there. Is going to be
back to the original line of scrimmage.
22, Joseph Panea, the junior. He's been kind of a bright spot for the Admirals. And going back to the quarterback, Ryder Gregg, the sophomore, you know, the learning curve is kind of short. Once you start playing games, you're like, uh-oh, here we go, man. You better figure it out. And, you know, good for Coach Atkins kind of sticking with Ryder. And
it's baptism by fire for sure. And it's not just Ryder Gregg that's the only starting sophomore on this Franklin team. There's several of them out there. So we'll be good for the future, but it's tough right now.
Well, now talking about tough, Coach Atkins is going to call a timeout on 2nd and 11. Or
they are going to call timeout.
They are called timeout.
Play clock is at 0, so you would have taken a delay of game there.
Yeah, and that would have backed him up half the distance. So we have seen Page High School on our WCTV Game of the Week against Brentwood. Very dominating performance. I was very impressed with Page. Probably,
absolutely.
I've seen them at least a couple of times in the last 4 years when they finished runner-up in the state. I feel like this team actually may be a little ahead of where the other Page teams were.
Yeah, they had the unfortunate privilege of playing Knoxville West a few times, a multi-year state champion out there at 3300 Sutherland Avenue in Knoxville. Was that one of those games where they were thrown in the end zone? The kid for Knox West, 6, had 3 interceptions in that game.
Oh, wow.
Something like that. They had a chance to win late, but ultimately came up short. But would be huge for Page to finally break through and get themselves one.
So here we go, 2nd and 11, Ryder Gregg in shotgun, flanked by Panea. Here we go in motion. It's going to be 15. Uh-oh, we're going to double pass, and it's going to be underthrown and tipped. Wow, we got a lot of numbers to digest right here. We had,
I believe that was
15.
Hudson Reed who made the throw there.
Yeah, so Hudson Reed, the junior lefty, throws it. Intended for, is that Miles Putnam?
I believe so.
And a nice play by number 19 right there, Brody Bullock, the safety.
Yeah, ball's a little underthrown, but definitely catchable. More on the defender for making a great play, if anything.
Yeah. So 3rd and long, man, pretty gutsy call right there on 2nd and 11. You think you'd want to try to shorten the chains a little bit, kind of get you out of this situation, but here we go. Gregg thrown to Luke Thompson, and he just cannot escape. And a good sure tackled right there by Independence to keep him. Luke Thompson nowhere to go.
Yeah, pretty much behind the chains that entire drive was Franklin. Just got ahead of it there on 3rd down, but unfortunately nowhere near enough.
Brings up 4th down and 8 for the Admirals.
So 4th down and 8. Ashton Orris, I believe, is the punter here. If I read 98. You know, these numbers kind of get difficult to see. The 8s. So not a bad punt. It's going to be returnable if he catches it clean. And a nice tackle. But on the Franklin side of the field, is Independence going to start their 2nd drive.
Jordan Gray on the return. Tackle in the play by number 14, Mekhi Howard.
So if you're just joining us, Independence went down 80 yards. Very businesslike. You said 7 minutes and
7 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, so. And now we're 2:51. So very short opportunity. Defense, get back out there for Franklin.
Yeah, you're taking over at your 37, or Franklin's 37, excuse me. So not going to need 7:15 to score here if you can do it.
Right over the middle and just a little overthrown. I like the play call, though, all right? You got the ball on the opponent's side of the field. Let's see if we can hit one.
Yeah, I admire the decision, too. You overthrow a little bit there. Not sure if that was a miscommunication or what. But you want to go up big early if you can.
I mean, apparently Coach Blade has a lot of trust in Garlington, the running back, to know that, you know, we can hand it to him twice right here and maybe get 10.
Yeah, they were able to do that a couple times on that first possession.
So let's see if they go back to the run game. Oh, man, a missed tackle. It's going to be a 1st down.
Matthew Horner's pass complete to number 1, Jordan Gray.
So Jordan Gray on the reception.
That's another First Citizens National Bank.
And Andrew Brown, I believe, was the corner right there that just.
Way to shake that guy off.
Yeah, just tried to wrap him up and had nowhere to go.
A couple spin moves mixed in there by Gray.
So a 1st down. And just a straight handoff to Garlington. And he is just going to bulldoze his way off tackle for another Eagles 1st down.
Well, you said it, Paul. He was trustworthy enough to gain the 10 yards there if you needed to on 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Sure enough, he's trustworthy enough to do it on 1st and 10.
First down in the nation. 1st and goal for
so
the Eagles.
It's going to be 1st, and they are going to say goal. So they're going to have to score to continue. They're going to ride with Garlington, and this time he is bottled up. Let's see who gets off the bottom of that pile is 52 for the Admirals.
Tackled by a host of Admirals.
Lucas Harrison.
Looks like he may have gotten a little bit there, maybe a yard.
We call it a win if they hold him to a field goal attempt, right, Tucker?
That is true.
Yeah.
Especially when you start at your opponent's
That's
37.
Right. Plenty of time. And just throws it out of bounds. You think yourself, you know, high school, right? You see a lot of quarterbacks, first look, not there, take off and run. I give it to Matthew Horner right there. He checked it down almost all the way through.
That's going through progressions right there. That's stuff you like to see for the next level. Some college quarterbacks can't make those progressions.
There's one at UCLA.
I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a funny name at all.
Fan favorite.
Absolutely.
So here we go, 3rd and goal, empty backfield. I mean, is this Matthew Horner, quarterback keeper right here? So they're going to bring the pressure here. Nice job by Indy. And going to be caught. And that's a touchdown, Eagles. Horner to Harvey. And credit the offensive line, Tucker, right there. I think the blitz was coming.
Absolutely. You could feel the heat coming a little bit, but they pick it up. Good on Horner for locating Harvey over the middle.
So here we go, extra point pending, and that's going to be up and good. So with 54 seconds left in the first quarter, Independence 14, Franklin 0. Paul Breece, Tucker Harlan here at Independence High School. Tucker, what do you see right here?
Yeah, so as we mentioned earlier, great job by Independence by picking up this blitz here. Looks like you got a paw up to try and deflect it, but ultimately Horner able to locate Harvey there, crossing into the end zone. Had his defensive back beat a little bit there. But overall, well-executed play by Independence, well-executed drive on a short field.
So 14-0, and credit Independence for 2 quality drives. But now the big question is second offensive opportunity for Independence, and they've got to get a couple of first downs to keep their defense off the field.
Yeah.
Those guys can barely sit down before they are called back up.
No, you can't let this one turn into a blowout early.
So that one is deep and out of the end zone.
Better starting field position than last time for Franklin. Already.
That is true.
By 11 yards.
You're exactly right. Going to start from the 20.
Fans, be sure to purchase your IAC raffle ticket. It's only $20 per ticket, and a winner will be drawn at the October 24th football game. Part of every ticket goes to the athletic program of your choice. Scan the QR code around the stadium.
So we'll see if maybe Franklin doesn't panic right here and maybe tries to establish a little run game here.
We got a stoppage of some kind.
Well, we got, and here, high school football right here, clock malfunction. That's what I'm guessing. Somebody's going to turn around and say, hey, yep, we just needed 3 more seconds.
Yeah,
Probably
ran
a big
the 4 on the kickoff.
Yeah, huge difference, huge difference.
Especially late in the game.
All right, here comes the motion. And, so Ryder Gregg's pass to Ryan Carey falls incomplete. Hit him in the hands, I believe.
Yeah, I couldn't tell from my vantage point if it hit him in the hands or if the defensive back made a nice play on the ball or what. Looked like it was a good pass, though. Looked on target.
So we'll check right here on the replay. Good protection up front.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Wide receiver's got to catch that.
Yeah. The footsteps. So 2nd and 10. And here comes Panea on the outside, getting just strung out, right? I mean, good job of containment by the Eagles defense.
Don't let Panea get the edge there. Good pushback by the defense as well. Going to have him in 3rd and more than 10 there. So I guess that would mean Franklin has yet to have 3rd and shorter than 10 yards in this game.
Well, you know what? If I was Coach Atkins, I would take this all the way down to the end of the quarter right here. Try to regroup and get your best 3rd down call here. Because you're going to need it, so. All right, well, at the end of the 1, your Independence Eagles 14, your Franklin Admirals 0, Paul Breece. Tucker Harlan bringing you this action tonight on WCTV Game of the Week. Tucker, I was trying to check X, see if I can find some score updates from around the county. Sometimes we got to rely on good old Twitter.
You do.
I don't know. I'm gonna bring up an old school app. Let's see if you remember this app, Ball Frog.
I'm familiar with Ball Frog. It was good when it existed. It fell apart. How many years ago was that? 7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I remember using it to get scores, and it was awesome, but it did fall apart.
Visit Focus Financial Group and take control of your
Well,
financial future.
let's see who's got better following. I can't. Some of the people I follow, I don't. We'll see.
Trying to locate some scores here.
From Tribeca Nazarene University.
You got to get off Wi-Fi here.
Here's one of importance.
Okay, what we got?
To this region specifically, Shelbyville 14, Summit 0.
Summit 0?
Yeah, Summit 0.
Okay. Summit seems to be in kind of an offensive funk as well. So 14-0. Ryder Gregg slings it over, and this is going to be Panea trying to juke some people and just going to pick up a couple. So 4th down.
Here's another one from 25 seconds ago. Centennial 10, page 7.
Whoa. 10-7 Centennial?
Indeed. That's after one.
Still the first quarter or second quarter?
That is after the first quarter.
Okay.
Still early.
So if you took the over, you're in great shape.
Must be. Oh, he cashed in last week for Centennial.
So another 3 and out by the Admirals. And the punt, good for that. And let's see if we get a fair catch. It's going to be a tough.
Dangerous.
Wow, dangerous. I mean, that's.
Hey, I guess you start across the 50s. Yeah. In the end, you take it.
That's right. Jordan Gray, you could see in his eyes he was running 100 miles an hour. I think he lost.
That's like when a basketball coach tells you, don't take that shot, and the shot goes in.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. Jordan Gray is thankful that his buddies were right there to. So Independence starting drive number 3, second on the opposing team side of the field. Plenty of protection, and wow, that's just overthrown.
Receiver wants a pass interference. I don't think he was getting that.
That's right.
Uncatchable pass there. I don't think that was a miscommunication. Just sailed it a little bit.
Again, right, we talked about the last drive. First down, taking a shot. And the Admirals, John Nick Talbot right there, number 4, was in good coverage right there, along with Lane Anderton, the safety. So kind of bracketed right there. It's funny how he went to the one guy that was double teamed.
Yeah. But the good news is, like we talked about earlier, you've got your guy in Eli Garlington here.
Oh, this may be a free play. I don't know.
Doesn't
Plenty
look
of
like
time.
it.
Look on the backside. Oh. And that's a good tackle. And that's going to be, let's see. It's going to be tough to see from way over here, Tucker, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I didn't get the number either.
97, Zion Brown, the sophomore, tracking him down. I thought they were going to have a free play right there, but.
I thought so too, but they must not have jumped all the way.
I forgot in high school, it's already dead ball, so they would have blown it one way or the other. Now it's 3rd down and 13.
Hey, free plays are more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So 3rd straight pass attempt, long throw, and going to be a sure tackle right here by the Admirals. It's going to be, first down.
First down.
I don't know. I was shocked when I looked down. I was like, wait, you just got the first down off a 3-yard out.
Yeah, had it by a considerable amount, too. 2 or 3 yards. Did not look like he had it by that much from this vantage point. But that's just a great play by your wide receiver right there.
Let's see if Garlington gets back in the action here. Oh, nice play by 0, Tegan Lee.
Number 20, Eli Garlington on the carry.
Looks like Garlington
number 0, Tegan Lee.
Having a little bit of a limp there.
I believe he took a helmet right to the knee.
Yeah, kind of looked like it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That one's going to sting tomorrow morning.
All right, 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12. This time, oh! Well, it's a good run by number 9.
On the carry, number 9 for the Eagles, straight up the middle, number 9,
Braxton Alexander.
Very nice run up the middle.
Yeah. Good job by the O-line.
Found a nice hole in that offensive line. Another kind of crazy tackle on that play, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it created a nice little hole in there.
Even our camera people were a little fooled on that one. So 3rd and 6, probably 4-down territory. Oh, and the slant. It's going to be caught. And
he wasn't
let's
down.
see.
That should be a touchdown.
Yep, leaned across, touchdown. Eagles. 30 yards. Horner to Harvey again. So I guess if you have to find a favorite receiver, the guy he keeps looking for,
it's Hendricks Harvey.
Matthew Horner to number 5, Hendricks Harvey.
So extra point is up and good. So your new score with 8:31 remaining in the second quarter. Your Independence Eagles 21, the Admirals 0. Let's get a replay, Tucker. What we got?
Yeah, so he's dropping back to pass here. And looks like you've got Harvey crossing over to the right. Well-timed throw there by Horner. And then just an excellent job of Harvey not giving up on the play. Looks like he might have been down there, but clearly he wasn't. He was still on 2 feet. And then he just pulls his weight into the end zone.
Well, that was just, he got to the 1, he was like, man, I need this. So, Harvey, I believe that's his 2nd touchdown, right?
Yeah, that would be number 2 on the night.
Jesse to kick it off for the Eagles. Number 32 is deep for the Admirals, Jennings.
So let's see here. We've had one short kickoff, one long. This one's also going to be deep into the end zone. So automatic touchback.
Jesse's kick again will not be returned. Fans, remember that all kickoffs are brought to you by Village Pizza Company in Tollgate.
All right. Offensive series, what do we got? Third one for the Admirals?
Third one for the Admirals.
And they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So, man, if they ever needed anything, this
right now.
This is going to be it.
Yeah.
A first down would even be good.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Would be good to just take some baby steps at first, but you do need a lot.
So good blocking, but bottled up quickly as Independence.
Number 22 on the carry.
Joseph Panea is going to be stopped. And we are.
Tackle, number 6, Wyatt Young, and number 12, Henry Gaming. Second down and 6 for the Admirals.
So 2nd and 6, 7:49 and counting. Hard count by Greg. And wow, immediately going to be stopped for a loss. So the yardage that they gained on first down, they just lost it back, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah. So again, you're probably going to have to throw the ball here if you're Franklin. You would imagine going run the first couple plays. So would imagine Independence will probably be ready for that.
Brings up down and 10 for the Admirals.
3rd and 10. We've seen Ryder Gregg throw it short.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him really throw it downhill, or excuse me, downfield. Let's see if he takes a shot. And there's the downfield shot to Luke Thompson, who's, oh, that's going to be an extra right there.
Indeed.
Number 2, Greg.
Wow.
Well,
we heard that from up here.
We sure did.
Game is a first down. Flag on the play.
There's your Tennessee football commit when you need him.
Yeah. It's good that they found him, finally, I guess you could say.
Streaking there over the middle, just turns upfield, and he's going to get an extra 15 out of it. So,
yeah.
Best play of the night for Franklin so far.
Right. Just because he's a different speed. He's got a different twitch to him.
Also a track runner, too, so you figure that helped a little bit.
So, yeah, like Harvey is to Independence, Luke Thompson should be the guy every time. And
15-yard penalty, first down for the Admirals.
Kind of a late hit, obviously. And
a little bit.
The best field position for the Admirals right here. And we just talked about it literally 45 seconds ago. They needed something positive, and here we go.
Let's see if they can turn this into points. We're shifting around the offensive line a little bit here.
Oh, that's going to be a hold, Tucker. I don't know if you saw it, but.
Didn't see it in real time, but it is in the area of holding. Either that or an illegal formation, but you'd figure it's a hold.
Stop on the play by number 79, Weston.
It was pretty blatant because the guy was going to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And anyway, I guess what we need to say is, Franklin, don't shoot yourself in the foot when it comes to, you know.
When you're beat, don't make yourself get beat worse, I think is the lesson here.
Replay, first down. First down and 3 yards to go for the Admirals from their own 49-yard line.
So here comes the blitz. Nice pickup. Gregg is going to take off. And he's going to be tackled after about a gain of 7.
Good decision there by Gregg to make up some of that lost yardage.
Positive is better than negative.
Run toward the sideline. Don't get yourself in too much trouble.
Yeah, and if you're going to run to a sideline, go to your sideline.
Absolutely.
Just in case something happens that your coaches will have your back and yell at the officials. So here we go. Big 2nd and 14. Ryder Gregg going to look for it all. Here it comes. And going to be broken up for the intended receiver down there.
I think Gregg made the best throw possible he could have on that play. It's just great house, the corner there from Independence made a nice play in return.
Yeah, so here we go, Tucker. You get the Miles Putnam just kind of throws it up, right? Try to make a play.
Yeah. That's 2 guys going for the ball there.
Yeah. I think both guys probably had a chance to bring it down, and so a must situation where they need to at least get half of this back if they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah. I think you may still be in go for it territory at the 45, especially down 21.
Oh, short.
Pass ball incomplete for the Admirals.
Yeah, I think that throw is just a little bit too far left there.
Is it too early? That's the question. Too early to go for it on 4th and, well, here's the good news. The gentleman trotting on the field for offense, Luke Thompson, number 10, can get you 14 yards.
He can. Down 21, it's must-have at this point.
Here we go. And let's see, Luke Thompson, the Tennessee commit, on the near side over, or on the far side over here. He's going to, no, I'm sorry. Where is he? He's going up and.
You got multiple flags down.
Yeah, I wonder. You know, you really didn't need to do pass interference, right?
No.
I mean, the ball.
No. Ball was out of bounds. It looks like there's 2 separate penalties potentially.
I mean, it's got to be defensive holding, right?
Yeah. It may have actually been away from the play. I'm not sure.
Wait. Now that,
yeah,
it's still going to be 4th down.
Flag on the play.
Usually that's an automatic first down in
Yeah,
college and the NFL.
Yeah.
High school rules do differ a little bit.
Well, it definitely makes things a little more simpler when it comes to play calling. And if you're Indy, all you got to look for is number 10. Do you see a number 10 out there for Franklin?
Here he comes.
Here he comes. You know, it'd be interesting to see if you get a wildcat maybe for him, right?
Yeah. That's in his arsenal.
I would think maybe they're going to call a timeout here. Well, they haven't started the play clock, so I guess not. But here we go. Well, you see Luke Thompson loosen it up.
On your feet, Eagles fans. Let's
So let's see where he's at here. Okay, he's going to be in the slot. Yeah, you put a linebacker on him, that's a problem.
No, he can make you pay.
Oh,
someone went too early.
Flag on the play.
Somebody, well, let's see if the white hat gentleman here has got anything to say.
Well, they've moved the ball back already, so you would assume it's a procedure.
Yeah.
Ball start called on the Admirals.
Wow.
Still 4th down.
I still think you have to go for it.
No, absolutely.
That's your opponent's 40 down 21.
The problem is if they don't get it, Independence gets great field position with plenty of time left.
They do, but they have had better field position.
That's right. Maybe their worst starting field position in the last 3.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay. And we're gonna get a timeout. We got to be in a timeout here. And Independence is gonna call the timeout.
Yeah. And you said they would earlier. It was just a matter of when.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but I really would love another Centennial Page update. That has got me curious.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna take a peek for you.
So with 5:51 here in the second quarter, 21-0 Independence over Franklin.
Okay, so that score has changed significantly. Looks like Page is up 17-10 now.
17-10, just like that, okay. And the points just keep coming.
They do.
Just like our Eagles on the field, North Point is strong, dependable.
Now, you've seen a lot of Tennessee, University of Tennessee football, right?
Indeed, I have.
You know, these high school drones just fascinate me to no end on how they're getting their, overhead. Because in college you can't do that, right? I mean,
well, no drones, but you do have the other cam, the
huddle, the NHF.
Oh yeah, and sometimes if you hit a high enough punt, you can hit one of those things. I've seen it happen in a few college football games.
All right, here we go, big time, 4th and 9. Snap is good, plenty of time for Roderick Gregg over the middle. And Luke Thompson with a first down. There's only one guy to find, and they did it.
Yep, and they've done it each of the last 2 times they've converted a first down. So this may be a heavy dosage of Luke Thompson from here on out for Franklin.
So you see right there, and he's always found himself in the slot. He's not on the outside, so. And just little known fact, Tucker, Luke Thompson was the middle school quarterback. He was a quarterback in middle school, so there we go.
Can do it all.
He can do it all. And we got a timeout. You know what? If anything, the timeout to stop the train horn.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, I thought there was a rule. The TSSAA said no artificial noisemakers, and you couldn't do it within a certain time limit? I don't know.
I need to take you out to a game at Henry County.
Oh, no.
Train horns, truck horns, car horns.
Doesn't matter.
Police sirens. They got it all. They got it all.
Well, speaking of Henry County, I think the Brentwood Bruins are there tonight.
Yeah, and that was the game I was up there for. Yeah, it's been several years ago now. Trying to find a score in that game.
So Tucker Harlan, former Brentwood Bruin, living his best life.
I guess we could call it that.
I mean, what do you think about the Bruins? Have you been keeping up with them?
I have. They're doing okay this season. They're a little behind Ravenwood right now just because they haven't played as many games in the region.
Yeah.
Been up and down, though. That, like you mentioned earlier, the tough loss to Page. Also had a tough one against Brentwood Academy as well.
No, absolutely.
So they played some tough opponents, but they're making do.
Uh-oh, got the edge. Panea
Number 22.
ran a lot, but only got 2.
Joseph Panaya.
This is a situation
On
where
the tackle for the Eagles, number 1, Jordan Gray.
they are going to speed up the offense.
Number 76,
Really don't need to, but, I mean, if you've got momentum, let's go ahead and do it.
You need points now. Who else?
Oh, and it's a great drop throw. I'm sorry, a throw dropped right into Luke Thompson.
Again to number 10,
The linebacker did a tremendous job.
Now, if you're independent, you need to know where that guy is the whole rest of the night. Because
I mean, you can see it right here. Ryder Gregg just over the outstretched arm of the linebacker.
very nice throw and catch. But you're going to see a lot of Luke Thompson the rest of the night, I have a feeling.
Well, he did just go out of the game, so we'll see what direction we're heading to here with the offense. Panea is still in the backfield with the quarterback, Ryder Gregg. And going to be a counter. Panea is going to sneak in, and it's going to be a score. An 8-yard touchdown run by Joseph Panea, and the Admirals are on the board.
They needed that one desperately.
Touchdown run.
So pending the extra point by number 92, and that's going to be good by Jose Gonzalez,
By number 92,
the senior.
Jose Gonzalez.
So your new score, 21-7. We see right here, Ryder Gregg goes back to his trusty running back, Joseph Panea, and untouched. Tucker.
Yeah, just nobody out there to the right to try and make the play on defense. Got a nice block from his wide receiver as well. That's Miles Putnam making the play and the blocking there for Independence, or excuse me, Franklin. Desperate score there for Franklin. You needed it there.
Hey,
and
how about just getting points?
Yeah,
I mean,
getting points, you needed them. And, you know, this is a coaching thing, but a lot of coaches, even I know we're still a little more than 4 minutes to go in the half, but a lot of coaches talk about winning the middle 8. Franklin gets a stop here. Maybe you can do that and change the trajectory of this game.
Yep, you're going to get the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, so maybe get a stop, get another score of some kind, score a touchdown to start the second half. Worst case scenario, you could be down 21-17 if you do all those things, but that's a lot of things to ask in a very short period of time.
Kicking off for Franklin, number 49, Henry Ruth.
So Henry Ruth is going to take it and kick it. Oh, going to be close. Into the end zone.
Kickoff carries into the end zone for Franklin. First down and 10.
Last time Independence had the ball spotted at the 20, they went 80 yards. And let's see if they can answer the bell, per se, of the Franklin Admirals touchdown.
Well, they don't have 7 minutes to do it this time, so you're going to have to move with some urgency. But that was a good tone setter for Independence there at the beginning of the game. But you, if you're Independence, you really need to score here to feel good about yourself going into the locker room, I would say.
Oh, and a great play by number 97, Zion Brown. And Brown just beats his man to the punch and going to tackle for a gain of about 1.
Stopped after a 2-yard gain by number 97, Zion Brown.
So 2nd and 8, 3:55 and counting. Horner back. He's looking. It's going to be a nice pitch and catch. A couple of yards.
Yeah, good on Gray for scooping that up off the turf.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jordan Gray on the reception.
3 on the play. It's 3rd down and 5.
All right, Tucker, you talked about a stop.
This is it. If you're Franklin, you got to get it here.
And you tell Luke Thompson to strap on his helmet. You're going back on offense.
Yeah. Maybe he gets a pick here at safety. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit of everything tonight for Franklin.
I'm a little worried about his red shoes, though.
Yeah, I don't know about those.
So here he comes. Horner going to be screened underneath.
You got a flag down in the backfield.
Yeah. Which you are.
I don't know if you accept
it. Can't be a hold, right?
You would think it's a hold. But if you decline the penalty, it could be 4th and 4.
Number 42 for the Admirals, Hodges.
So Liam Hodges, the sophomore linebacker. Nice play.
It looks like they're going to accept that penalty as well.
Flag on the play.
Never mind, they declined it just now. They picked up the ball to spot it, and then they declined it. So 4th and 3.
You know what's going to happen, right? Hard count, timeout, punt.
Exactly.
And
looks like both teams have 1 timeout left.
Yeah. And the clock's going to run.
Clock is your friend in this situation if you're Independence.
And there it is. The old hard count, timeout, punt.
Timeout charge to the Eagles.
So last timeout for the Eagles of Independence. Let's see if I can find a score or two.
Yeah, I just found another one for us.
Here we go.
Shelbyville ahead on Summit 17-7. I believe that is late in the first half.
Okay. Fairview, our friends over at Fairview, 6-0 over Sycamore.
I was wondering about that one. Haven't been able to find anything else on Brentwood and Henry County or Ravenwood or CPA.
Oh. Wow. Ravenwood CPA. I'm surprised we don't have more information on that.
I am too. I've been looking.
All right, here comes the punt. Good snap. And a pretty good punt here. Luke Thompson, not fair catch. I thought he just jots out of bounds. I didn't know what the plan was right there.
At that point, you might as well call it
go
fair
north
catch.
and south. I'm not sure.
Just running. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like he's looking at the defenders, knowing that he can make a play on him if he wants, if he sees the right angle, just looking further downfield, but just ultimately took the ball out of bounds.
So 1st and 10. Last time the Admirals had the ball, they scored 7. Let's see if they can add another one right before half.
Ball looked a tad underthrown.
Ryder Gregg's pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 3, Miles Putnam.
Incomplete.
Broken up there by number 7, Blaze Katina.
So second down and 10 after the incomplete. Did they try to get some back, or did they rely on the passing game of Ryder Gregg?
Well, you have 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. You figure you got to throw the ball a little bit more here.
Uh-oh.
You absolutely can't take a sack. That's the one thing you cannot do there.
And it stops the clock.
Well, that's the good news if you're Franklin. The bad news is you lose more yardage.
79, Jefferson Whitehead. Play technically qualifies as a sack. Brought to you by Liberty Federal Credit Union. Better way to bank with bigger financial returns. Third down.
So third down. They need it. Ryder Gregg going to look for Luke Thompson. Oh, off the helmet. Incomplete. No flag.
No,
they're going to say he caught it.
He did catch it.
So it's going to be fourth down, though.
No, that's the correct call by the officials there. It did hop up and down.
But right, this is going to be fourth down.
It is going to be fourth down. So
you're going to see it right here off the top of the helmet of number 12.
Wow.
And he caught it on his.
Fourth down and 6 for the Admirals.
And Independence cannot stop the clock.
That's one of the crazier high school football catches I've seen. I've seen a couple crazy ones here in this stadium, too.
Okay. Will Franklin call a timeout? They're going to milk this all the way down. And there's a delay of game. I'm not sure why they even need a delay of game, right?
And I don't quite understand the strategy there. You run more time off the clock, unless they're just conceding here.
Yeah, you had a timeout. Why? Are you going to take it to the house with you?
Yeah.
Punting for the Admirals, number 98, Ashton Morris.
Let's see.
So if you're Independence, this does give you a little bit of time to potentially go down there and score some points.
Very difficult, though, with no timeouts, for sure.
Yes. But if you can get a return and get into good field position, you have an opportunity.
Well, that's going to be short. Nope. So caught cleanly. Here we go. Let's see what kind of offense we have here. With a 1 minute and 4 seconds. And if you're Independence, you don't want to create a turnover, right?
No, absolutely not.
Give any kind of hope to the Admirals.
No, because we talked about winning the middle 8. They forced the punt for Franklin, so you stop what could have been a surge there. But no, you don't want to turn the ball over here. You can get yourself in field goal range if you don't feel like you can score the touchdown, though.
The Admirals just going to sit back. That is a tough. They need to hurry. That is a tough throw. Great catch, though.
You see Coach Blade down there telling him to get on the line.
Defended by number 4, Talbert.
Tegan Lee. That is the one guy that can turn it around defensively.
Yeah, and that is a little bit of an ill-advised pass. You see him going through the progressions there, but ultimately 2 or 3 defenders in that area. So not a smart decision, and you could have been looking at 6 the other way there, and that's one thing we said you could not do.
And you got Luke Thompson back there playing safety, so. Good protection, plenty of time. Deep ball, jump ball, overthrown.
Number 11, Matthew Horner's pass falls incomplete. Intended again for Mabry.
So 4th down, Tucker. 28 seconds left.
Well, the clock has stopped. You don't have a timeout.
Yeah.
You can't take a delay.
Yeah, you got to punt it, right?
Punt. Yeah.
Again, in punt formation for the Eagles, number 97, Peyton Rudiger.
Well, Luke Thompson's back. I mean, do you tell your punter just yank it out of bounds?
I would.
Well, we got a flag.
Yeah, that actually looks like what they're going to do. It's a nice roll. We'll check the flag.
Flag on the play.
Well, it's going to be on. It's got to be on Independence, right?
Officially, Rudiger's punt covers 45 yards.
Still no signal yet as to what the penalty is. It looks like they're going to make Independence re-kick, so you would think it's on Independence.
A lot of confusion, Tucker.
Yeah, I never saw the signal there from the white hat.
No. He's supposed to. Yep, here we go.
Here he comes.
You know, I would 100% make him re-kick it. Let number 10 see if he can get his hands on it here.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty, replay, 4th down.
Good news if you're Independence is that the clock does not reset there, so that's 15 seconds burned.
Still got to make a perfect snap. A catch by the punter.
Looks like we may have a timeout.
Nobody knows, Tucker. High school.
No clue.
Yeah. Who's talking to who? You know, now the officials have those earpieces, and they're all trying to talk to each other.
Not sure what the stoppage is for if there's not a timeout there. Maybe they are resetting
we got the clock right.
It looks like it may be a clock malfunction.
Well, once was a fast first quarter, has completely slowed down for us, Tucker, here in the second quarter.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of time now.
Cancel your plans. Late night gathering. Oh, and that's what I was talking about. Oh, my. The clock's going to. Oh, see? And that's why you re-kick it.
Ooh. At this point, I feel like you got to get your field goal team on, right?
Is that really the time, 1.9? Yeah, you need to kick it.
Yeah, you got to see it here.
So a little high snap right there, Tucker. And he did scoop it up.
At the Indy 21-yard line.
Franklin does have that timeout.
I mean, this is a one shot to the end zone if you're going to have a play.
A pretty animated discussion over there between Coach Atkins and the officials.
Here comes the field goal team, 100%. This is the right call. 21 spotted, or it's going to be from the 21, going to be placed at the 28. So 38-yard line, or 38-yard field goal attempt. And here comes the timeout. Franklin. Let's ice our own kicker.
Only timeout left. Maybe we're just not sure what we're doing.
Well, there is some discussion down there.
Play clock was running down.
Yeah. Final timeout of the half for the Admirals.
Again, if you get 3 right here, you get the ball back. It's an interesting, 180.
Yeah.
I mean, we were sitting here 21-0, thinking we may have a running clock. right there. He had it 21-0. Indy had the ball, was going to, and didn't convert.
And I said it earlier, too. You score that touchdown there, you at least walk away with some points at the end of the half. In addition to the touchdown you get, you score another touchdown. You're suddenly right back in this game at the beginning of the second half.
For the Admirals is number 92, Jose Gonzalez.
Gonzalez from 38 yards. Snap, the kick is up, and it is, Doink City off the post.
37-yard
and the Eagles dodge a bullet to end the half.
Is there a worse sound in sports?
It depends if your team is the recipient or when it comes to Tennessee, yes. Well, there you see it right there. Probably one of the few times I've seen the Doink live and in person.
Yeah. Doesn't happen often.
So, halftime, your score, Independence 21, Franklin 7 for Paul Breece, Tucker Harlan. Stay tuned. We'll be back for second half action right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our second half action of our WCTV Game of the Week, where the Independence Eagles lead the Franklin Admirals 21-7. Paul Breece, Tucker Harlan here on the call. Tucker, first half recap?
Yeah, so Independence, nice start to this game. Got up 21-0. Franklin for a while could not, get ahead of the chains just for a third and shorter yardage. But they do come out and score a touchdown with a couple nice plays from Luke Thompson. Had a chance to score some more points there at the end of the first half, but unfortunately you doink off the right upright, so you're down 21-7. The positive, though, is that you do get the ball to start the second half and potentially change some of the momentum that you lost going into the half.
Yeah. So, if you look at the stats, right, we talked about it earlier, second half scoring for Franklin, right, I think they averaged like 3 points.
Yeah. Well, here's the good news. They did break their 7-quarter-long no offensive touchdown streak.
Yeah. So maybe some gaining of momentum. They caught a break. And Independence really dodged one on the missed field goal opportunity at the end of the first half. So Ryder Gregg, handoff to Panea, and he's going to get around the outside for maybe a gain of 1. So kind of where we started, right? They tried to establish the run to try to get something maybe downfield.
Yeah, and it was a similar play. It was to the opposite side of the field, but where he scored that touchdown, Independence doing a good job staying home there that time around to force a second and long.
So 2nd and 9. If you're just joining us, the Franklin Admirals in white, and Ryder Gregg, the quarterback. It's going to be a quick throw to number 12, shoestring tackle right there. Let's check.
Gregg's pass complete.
I believe that's Ryan Carey on the reception.
By number 12, Carey.
So the senior Ryan Carey.
There to stop him, number 24.
And 24 on the tackles, Kobe Barone. Did a nice job here. So 3rd and 6, and you talked about it earlier, Tucker, in the first half, moving the chains. Very important for Franklin when you're struggling to get anything positive offensively.
Yeah, very difficult in that situation. And 3rd and 6, you imagine you're probably looking at a throw here.
Oh, and disaster.
Yeah, you
been avoided in a timeout, a very crucial timeout. As it seemed down here, I don't know if you saw it, Tucker, but one of the receivers couldn't figure out if he was supposed to be on or off the line of scrimmage. And so credit Franklin there to avoid disaster because the snap over the head, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. You have a botched snap on that play. That's potentially 6 going the other way. Suddenly you'd be looking at a 3-touchdown deficit with 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. So disaster avoided for sure if you're Franklin. But you hate to burn a timeout this early in the half, though, especially if you get into a late-game situation where you're trailing closely. With just 2 timeouts left. You need all the timeouts you can get in the second half, even though you only get 3 of them.
So here we go, 3rd and 6 for the Admirals. Bottom of your screen is going to be Luke Thompson, who's kind of Mr. Everything for the Admirals. And in motion, going to be a jet sweep. And he is going to be bottled up, and a nice open field tackle by number 6 right there for the Eagles. That's going to be Wyatt Young.
Well, that's the guy you had to go through there if you're Franklin. Just don't know if that was the play to do it, though, on that jet sweep, especially running into traffic.
Well, you see Luke Thompson was just walking off like, hey, we're going to punt, right?
Yep.
So a 3 and out. And going to be pretty good field position, I think, for Independence.
Yeah, they've had nice starting field position on a lot of possessions, but obviously very inopportune start to the half for Franklin.
And here comes another flag, and that's going to be a delay of game off the punt. I mean,
I don't get it there.
That's a tough one. When you knew it was going to be a punting down.
I get it when you're on the 45-yard line, maybe the 50. Not at your own 25.
So now we have had one botched punt return catch attempt, right?
Yes.
So got to see if they can catch it clean. Here comes the,
that's a short one.
Yeah, that's going to be, but we got the turf bounce, and that is going to be huge.
Saved by the roll. That thing dropped well short of the 50-yard line, and you're going to have Independence starting at the 36, their own 36, that is.
Yeah, I mean.
That's impressive.
Yeah. For when you saw it go off the side of his foot, you thought, oh, this is bad.
I saw a pretty nasty shank about, what was that, 7 or 8 years ago down here. Brentwood opening the season against Independence. Tucker Day putting the ball at about that 10-yard line, just shanked right off the foot.
Listen.
That was tough.
And here comes the old reliable number 20. That's Garlington, who's did some damage in first half. During the break, I will talk to you about the Independence-Brentwood game that you're referring to.
Yes, it was a great game. I was here for that one. They played a couple of great ones over the years.
Well, I was going to refer to the playoff game, the semifinal game.
Oh, yeah, that was a tough one too, wasn't it?
Stay tuned. So here we go. Horner, that is a lofty throw.
Yeah.
I mean, from a long throw. From what is the, tell me, from hash to hash, how far is it distance-wise? What are you thinking?
I actually don't know the answer. I know it's about 50 or so, maybe a little less than 50 from sideline to sideline.
Okay.
So
third?
It'd be less than that, maybe 25-ish.
Okay. So third and short, jumbo package here. Handoff Garlington is going to bounce off, and he's going to keep going for a first down.
Good on Franklin to make the tackle there, because it looked like he was awfully close to wriggling free. But still giving up a first down.
You're going to see right here, just a miss. So taking their time are the Eagles here. Oh, and this is huge. And a smart play by Horner. So Matthew Horner off the fumble snap. 90% of the time you want to blame the snap on the center, but that one, I believe, was on the quarterback.
Yeah.
You see it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Just didn't have the right concentration there. Hit him in the face mask.
Horner always looking downfield to tell where he was going. So 2nd and a country mile. Out of the backfield, need a tackle right here in the open field. Not bad. It's going to be number 6 for the Admirals in the open field.
On the tackle for the Admirals, number 5.
5, Santino Bruni.
So you got most of the yardage back there. That brings up about 3rd and 15.
I feel
obvious passing down here, it feels like, unless you're going to run a draw here and punt it, but that doesn't feel like a smart thing to do just yet.
Yeah.
I feel like this is still a point in the game where you want to get more points.
How about a screen to Garlington?
We'll meet in the middle. No screen.
Plenty of time. And a nice play by 54 right there for the Admirals. It's going to be Guy Wallace, the junior. And immediately Coach Blade sends out the punt team. So trading possessions here.
And I think this is the right call too, I should say. You're across the 50 now. but you're looking at 4th and 11. You don't want to make any mistakes. Let Franklin back into the game.
We've had a couple of, yeah. Well, here we go. We're going to see Luke Thompson here. And he is not going to get much, and a good job by the special teams of Independence to bottle that up.
24-yard punt fielded by number 10, Thompson. There to make the tackle for the Eagles, number 24, Colby Barone, and number 6, Wyatt Young. It's first down for the Admirals from their own 19-yard line.
So 1st and 10. And a gain of about 1 right there. Is that Panea?
Just didn't have much room to run there. Didn't look like.
Panea on the carry.
Good job of Independence closing off every hole there potentially.
So 2nd and 9, and the clock continues to run. We talked about second quarter taking it forever.
We're flying again.
We're moving.
We're flying again, just like we did in the first quarter.
Uh-oh. Panea, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds for a gain of about 1. So 3rd and about 8 or 9.
Yeah, I thought very briefly for a second you might have been looking at one of those double passes again with a backwards pass there, but ultimately Panea bottled up there.
Once again,
by Independence.
Says, stop it right here for the Eagles.
All right, so huge play.
It's third down and long for the Admirals.
Here comes a 4-man blitz. Ryder Gregg, middle of the field. Panea spin, and that is going to be a Admiral first down. And he's going to carry a few for some more.
That's just backyard football right there.
That is absolutely right, Tucker. You're exactly right.
Yeah, got defenders all over you. You move up a little bit behind the line of scrimmage. Find your guy in the middle of the field. Get it to him as best you can.
The Eagles led by
and then a good job by Panea, too, to turn that into more yardage as he's already got the first down.
All right, 1st and 10 Admirals. Panea just on the first down reception. And 84 out of the backfield. He's going to get ahead and make a great catch for about 9 yards.
Complete to number 84,
Connor Miller, the junior.
On the tackle for the Eagles, number 19, Brody Bullock.
So Connor Miller, and
they're
going to move the chains, yeah.
So a couple good plays in a row there for Franklin.
So a nice play, Luke Thompson on the reception. Number 1, Jordan Gray on the stop.
He's got a bit of a limp going.
Once again, there to stop him, number 1, Jordan Gray for the Eagles.
So Thompson going to come out of the game as
gain of 7 on the play. Second
would
down
appear.
and 3 for Franklin.
Dane Hodgkins, number 11. So they got 10 seconds here on the play clock. Franklin coaching staff is like, we need to hurry up. And they're going to get it off. And Panea, man, the guy, not a lack of effort. 22 Joseph Pinea.
Good job by Pinea to power through there.
Good for him. That is a great, gutsy.
Yeah.
It's him versus 11 other guys.
Looked like the play was initially supposed to go the opposite direction, but he turns right and carries some defenders along with him for a first down. Well, I'll tell you what, though, that clock is moving, and it's moving fast. Already under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Pinea out of the backfield. Here comes a blitz on the backside. Greg is in trouble, and he is going to be pressured in a hurry.
Yeah, you got a flag down somewhere, too. Maybe a grounding.
Are they going to say hey, there's only one thing? I think they're going to wave it off. There was an eligible receiver down there.
Number 0, Jake Cowan, say, stop it right there.
Where's the white hat there, Tucker? I can't find it.
He's taking a look at the other sideline.
Okay. They got to wave it off here.
Well, because he didn't get out of the pocket, that's for sure. The question is, do they think there was a wide receiver in the area?
Well, number 14, Micah Howard, was standing right there.
He was. The ball was.
He may not have been looking for it.
The ball was clearly not thrown in his direction, though. I think that's the discussion.
Coach Atkins is going to plead his case. The good news is it's on their sideline, so he's not having to scream.
If you can work the officials for any call, you by all means do that.
Yeah, they're waving it off for sure.
Flag is waved off. Second down and 10 for the Admirals.
All right. Second and 10. Coach Blade had dialed up that blitz pretty good right there.
He did.
Greg pass intended for number 22 falls incomplete.
Well, another pressure. Greg has felt the heat coming the last two pass plays.
Couple times where Independence has brought the heat. Just couldn't get on the same page with Pinea. Pinea was a little too far down the field.
And unfortunately,
to catch that ball.
He does not look 100% out there moving mobility-wise.
No, he's not. And it looks like we got a timeout.
Yeah, Franklin's going to use it. Let's go, Tucker. Let's get some scores from around the, county.
Let's take a peek. I have found one Trusty X page. We'll see if it gives me any more information that I did not have already. Halftime, CPA is up 21-14 on Ravenwood. That's one to keep an eye on. That Page Centennial game we referenced earlier, Centennial has lost control of that one, to say the least. Let me take a look here. 31-10 at halftime is the last update that I have on Page and Centennial. I did see where Brentwood was ahead 16-14 on Henry County at halftime. Did have an update from you on Sycamore and Fairview. That's a little old now. Looked like Sycamore had the lead in that game. Have not seen a Nolensville and Lawson score. That is Nolensville's homecoming.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Guess Summit and Shelbyville was 17-7 last we checked. That was at about halftime.
Yeah. 17-10. I just found it.
17-10. You're correct.
All right, Luke Thompson running around, and he's going to dive, but going to come up short, fourth down, and we're going to have a
like we got
slow to get
player.
Slow
a couple
Eagle
slow
to
get up players.
Yeah. Injured Eagles on the play.
I guess if they're going to tackle you low, you have to jump there, but
yeah, well, it's illegal in high school. You can't jump over.
Really?
Yeah.
No hurdling allowed?
No hurdling in high school. Crazy, right?
Yeah. He's essentially diving for a first down that he was 2 or 3 yards short of.
Sycamore 21, Fairview 14. That's huge.
Yeah.
They had a
Hand for number 13, Landon Greathouse.
Tell you what. X is good, but where's Ball Frog when you need it?
Oh, man, I miss Ball Frog, man. It was a very, very reliable app. Because I remember looking at that when I was still in high school, and then it was sometime when I was in high school when it dissolved.
For number 12,
it's a real shame.
Henry Denning.
So a couple of Eagles slow to get up, and yeah, you know, you talked about next week, Battle of Franklin, Centennial hosting the Admirals here. We'll be there, our WCTV game of the week, so.
Awesome.
Come on up and hang out with us.
Will do.
You'll probably be in the skybox over there at Centennial.
Skybox? What are you talking about? Maybe the track, not the skybox. Should be a fun one, though.
Yep. Here we go.
A little wild.
And this is a straight wild. Oh, no.
Was he down short of the marker? It looks like they're giving him a nice spot. Indeed, they are.
They are going to be one, but now we got.
He is face down in the
Luke
turf.
Thompson is down.
No, his knee went down very awkwardly.
And we're going to check the replay right here. You knew the Wildcat. Oh, and it's.
Yeah, it's very awkward on that left knee.
This would be a huge blow. Oh, wow. Ooh, man.
Yeah. Well, he was hobbling off the field earlier, but obviously this is a different scenario.
Luke Thompson.
Well, the good news for the Admirals, they picked up the first down and the drive is still going.
They did. Need a score here, probably 6 and not 3, though.
First down and 10 from the Eagle 22-yard line.
The referee was winding the clock. Like, hey, let's get this going. Oh, man. Oh, Panea. I tell you what, there's no quit in that young man.
No, there's not. No, there's not. And he looked like he might have been stuck with a loss of yardage on that play initially, but he powered through for an additional 3 or 4 there.
Yeah, and they got lucky because it looked like they were almost missed out on the handoff right there.
Yeah, botched exchange potentially. And he slipped in the backfield too, so that could have ended his run before it started.
I'm not sure Ryder Gregg's 100% out there. He is, you could see him favoring his maybe his hip, but anyway, I'm not a doctor. Tucker, I don't know if you know that or not.
Oh, no. Neither of us are medical professionals.
Right. Oh, he's wide open. Ryder Gregg definitely looks 100% right now. And the Admiral faithful over there kind of got a little hope here.
Yeah.
As Ryder Gregg steps back, almost goes down.
Yeah. Turf Monster has been, I guess it hasn't gotten him, so it could always be worse.
Yeah.
But it could have gotten him there. Good on Greg to pick up that first down, though.
So the end of the third quarter here is 21-7, Independence over Franklin to score it from halftime to end the third quarter. The Admirals on the move, and Paul Breece and Tucker Harlan here to bring you the call. Hey, Admiral fans, if you contact your relatives, tell them to get on our YouTube stream right now. This could be a good finish here.
Absolutely. So I got another score update.
Oh, here we go.
Page now leads 38-10 on Centennial.
38 to what?
38-10. That is with 8:41 to go in the third quarter.
I wonder how Centennial scored like real quick. That's wow.
I don't know. Maybe you get a blocked punt in there. Last week they got a possession, a free possession out of a botched. I don't know if Antioch just forgot to grab the ball or what, but Centennial got an extra possession out of that, so it's possible. But the defense has been struggling a lot this year for Centennial. I know that much.
Ryder Gregg going to take it himself, but a good defensive play right there. Check that. Number 19. That's going to be Brady Bullock.
Well, you saw him run basically to that exact same side of the field at the end of the third quarter, so maybe Independence was ready for it there.
Second down and goal for Pregame.
Ryder Gregg going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it
running.
up, jump ball, and off the outstretched arms of Miller.
Under heavy pressure from number 78.
So third and goal, Tucker. Obviously 4-down territory, no matter what. Do you try to run it with Pineda, who seems to be like the most trusted guy out there now that Luke Thompson's out?
Yeah, I just can't tell if you do that on 3rd and 8 because he's had some hard-earned runs, but I don't know if 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line is where you do it. I don't know where else they go at wide receiver.
So here we go. Ryder Gregg moving right. Same situation here.
You got multiple
got a flag
flags
down, and he's sacked. I'm going to make a call, an eligible receiver downfield.
Yeah, you do have one here in the area of holding on this side, too. You got one on the near side and one on the far side of us.
Yep.
So it could be two of them.
Well, you know when the white hat's coming to the Eagles side,
So
holding,
it is a hold.
offense, holding,
Two different
offense. Both of them decline. 4th down.
Declined by the Eagles. It brings up 4th down and goal.
Smart decision. Make Franklin think a little bit about what they want to do here.
Well, that can't be right. Yeah, there we go.
Unless you do want to back them up more.
Yeah, so off the sack, ball's going to be spotted at the 16-yard line. Going to need a touchdown here.
It's 4th down and goal from the 16. On your feet, Eagles fans.
Ryder Gregg back. Oh, and a late flag.
Don't know if we're calling unnecessary roughness or what here. That was thrown right where his receiver could get it. It just happened to be in the middle of 3 defenders.
Well, that was Bronx Bousselet, the intended receiver.
Flag on the play.
Personal foul. That's automatic 1st down, Tucker.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured it was that and not pass interference.
And Coach Blade is
honestly, man, let them play football.
Yeah.
On the Eagles.
You know, the first one they called on Luke Thompson back there in the first quarter, they could have let that one slide.
So got an injured player across the way.
Timeout.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, they do wear pads for a reason, right?
They do, and unfortunately, we don't have replay review in high school.
Yeah, you're right.
So we can't undo these things. So it's very much a judgment call by these officials.
Well, Tucker, you got any predictions for this weekend college-wise? I mean,
it's a fun weekend in college. We're really starting to get into conference play. The Vols are at Mississippi State this weekend, so it could be a tricky test for them. You got Georgia and Alabama playing over there in Athens. That's the first time they've played in Athens in 10 years.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
You got LSU playing Ole Miss. You got Auburn at Texas A&M. You got a few fun ones outside of the SEC. You got Penn State playing Oregon in the whiteout.
What about Marcel Reed, the Nashville product at Texas A&M?
They look better on offense than they have in a long time at Texas A&M. It's probably been since the early years of Jimbo Fisher's tenure, since they've had quarterback production like that. It just felt like it got in a funk after a while. You saw what they did at Notre Dame. Now, I don't think Notre Dame's that good defensively, but no, that should be a really fun game. Auburn took like 10 sacks in that game against Oklahoma, so
yeah,
could be problematic.
Now, listen, not an automatic first down apparently.
No.
So
this is where high school difference from the rest of
exactly right.
The football leagues.
4th down and goal. Need a score. Here comes the blitz. Alley-oop. And incomplete. And the ball is going to be turned over to the Eagles. That ball was going to be short of the goal line, right?
It was. Oh, no chance he gets in the end zone there.
You know what? I mean, partly receiver, right? Run to the blue, stand in the blue. But at least Roderick Gregg at least threw it up and gave somebody a chance. I mean, he didn't take a sack.
Yeah.
He didn't run out of bounds.
I feel like you got to get it to the end zone here.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Independence.
Would imagine we're going to see a lot of grounded pound here from the Eagles the rest of the way.
Yeah, Garlington, number 20. May hear his name called a bunch here. And there's one. And he stopped, bottled up by Santino Bruni. Back to Jimbo Fisher. Is he coaching anywhere?
No, he's currently an ACC network analyst. He would like to get back into coaching, though. So we'll see when that happens.
Well, I just realized Dan Mullen was at UNLV, so there we go.
Yeah.
And he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, maybe playing his way into another SEC coaching job soon. It won't be Florida.
I was going to say, Kentucky?
That's possible. He's good at winning at places that
shouldn't.
Where they shouldn't win. Yeah, Mississippi State. Kentucky's certainly one of them.
So a long throw and catch for about 5, 6. You're just waiting for me to say 6, 7, right? For the kids at home.
Sure. I'm not into that.
You've been out of the game. Let me tell you something.
I am not in the Gen Alpha.
If I hear it once, I've heard it a million times in the last week.
I am Gen Z. I'm an old man to them. Not to you, but to them.
Excuse me, sir. They probably wouldn't call you sir. They call you bruh.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've been served before by young kids. You'd be surprised. It's happened.
Good for you. Good for you. All right. 3rd down, crucial. And I'm going to tell you what, out of the backfield, that's going to be a 1st down either way. The safe check down right there.
So you get 2 pass plays here.
Yeah, that's shocking, right?
Yeah, in a point of the game in which you think Independence is trying to chew off all the clock, so you would think they keep the ball on the ground. Granted, the clock does not stop if you complete those passes. But overall, good job by Horner to find his open man. Hendricks there. No Franklin defenders within about 10 yards of him when he caught the ball.
So 1st and 10, will Garlington, nope, they're going to keep throwing it. And boom, John Nick Talbert on the play.
Complete to number 1, Jordan Gray.
And
loss of 3 on the play.
He's realized that play's happened to him like 3 times, and he was like, all right, I've had enough.
No, you begin to figure that out after a while if they're coming out throwing screen passes like that. But it is a little surprising. That's 3 straight pass plays from Scott Blade and the Eagles.
Well, the good news is he at least caught the ball and he was tackled inbounds. So
yes, those are the 2 most important things when you're trying to bleed clock.
So 2nd and long. Garlington up the middle, and a first down saving tackle by number 33 right there.
For the Eagles.
Good game. That'll make it about 3rd and 5 or 4 here.
Yeah, 33, Ryder King.
For Independence. So interesting decision coming up here. You figure you could pass the ball just based on what we've seen from Indy on this possession, but the smart thing here for most coaches would be to run the football.
Pocket going to break down.
It's going to be right there.
Yeah.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Absolutely. So Talbert and King on the tackle, and it looks like a corner's going to get. Oh man, hold on. Yep. So Clarke going to continue to run.
You know, those tall guys, they never look like they're moving fast. And then you see how long their strides actually are, and they can make plays like that. It'd be a nice luxury to have.
And we are going to get a timeout, Independence.
Timeout, charge to the Eagles.
So, you know, as a Tennessee insider, I've got to ask you a question. David Sanders?
Probable. He was listed as probable on the latest availability report.
Okay, so, right, 5-star offensive lineman.
5-star offensive lineman. Jackson Moy also good to go on the defensive line.
Now, what about Gerald McCoy?
They are eyeing Arkansas as a potential return.
Okay.
So the Vols are getting healthy now. That's a good sign. That was one of their biggest problems, I think, in that Georgia game. You were too thin in the defensive line. Georgia exploited that.
Especially the secondary, right?
You had a freshman corner on some of their best guys as well, too. Granted, Gunnar Stockton was making good throws in that game. But, you know, they're getting healthy, and that's something you like to see. After what was an unexpectedly bad start in that department. Still have a couple guys that are banged up, and we don't know their return dates. You'd think David Hobbs would be back soon. Ricky Gibson, we don't know at corner.
So here we go, 1st and 10. And bottled up. I've got it. So let's reference back to that Indy Brentwood High semifinal game. And I only say that because Mississippi State, right, Tennessee.
Oh, yes.
And Landon Guidry ended all hopes of the Bruins going to the state championship game that year as he intercepted a Casey Shacklett pass as time was expiring.
Oh, man.
Heartbreaker. Yeah, my son was on that team.
I was not at that game. I think I might have been at the beach or something.
It was a 20, I believe 16?
That would have been 16.
Yeah. First down, Eagles. And I only say that my son played. He graduated in 2017. He was a junior. And I thought, oh, man. You know, we lost to Independence earlier. The first game of the season, like the reference to the punt.
Played them tough, though.
And we had the lead and I felt like on our way, and then Landon Guidry, Mississippi State signee
That's
player.
crazy because you had Tucker Day in that game, too, who was also
Mississippi State. You're exactly right. So, 2 Bulldogs. Well, we got a flag on the play. All right, 2nd and 14 for the Eagles. The clock's going to continue to wind.
2nd down and 14 for the Eagles.
And so here we go. Will the Eagles go back up to the air or keep it with Garlington? Garlington's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd and about 9, 10.
Yeah. So the clock is going to continue to wind.
And Franklin's going to go ahead and use a timeout.
Got to preserve all that time.
Somebody recently asked me what my what the best high school football game I've ever seen, and I referenced when Ravenwood finally beat Brentwood Academy a long, long time ago when they first started playing again. What, do you have a favorite high school game that you may want to reference, or
goodness, I've been to a bunch of them that have been really good, especially when I was at Brentwood. They were very, very good. I know these folks on the other side, Franklin. They saw an instant classic that went against them against Centennial back in 2016.
A double overtime maybe or something?
I don't know if it was. Well, that was I think Franklin won that game. I know the game you're talking about. Yeah. I mean, there have been a couple, a couple Battle of the Woods games in there. Some Brentwood and Independence playoff games. There was another one that Brentwood won with a strip sack and double overtime back in 2018, I believe. And there have been some other ones. Brentwood and Centennial played a phenomenal game in 2018 as well. So there have been a handful in there. Whenever Brentwood and Franklin got together, it was kind of a slugfest. Like there was a 14-10, maybe a 17-14 in there. Pretty ugly football games.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 10. This first down could be huge and leans across for the chain-moving first down. Clock continues to run.
Hunter Mullen, move those chains. That's another First Citizens National Bank first down in the nation.
So heartbreak for the Admirals when they possibly had a chance to get the offense back on the field.
Please do not climb the rock wall.
Uh-oh.
We got kids climbing the rock
wall. Yikes.
Don't be doing that.
You've been warned. I mean, so here we go. 1st and 10. Garlington up the middle with room to run. And it's going to face the secondary of the Admirals and a huge run.
Yeah, I'm afraid that may have been a knockout punch.
Yeah.
If the scoreboard is correct, Franklin has 0 timeouts left. We talked about that one at the beginning of the second half that they had to burn.
Yeah.
You see them use that timeout here to try and slow down the clock. And does not appear they're going to be able to do that again unless you get an incompletion mixed in there somewhere.
So kind of a deflating drive for the Admirals, who had them in a couple of 3rd and long situations, and the Eagles have converted both. Garlington just going to keep handing off.
Why not?
Santino Bruni on the tackle, number 5.
Picks up a long 4. 2nd down and 6.
So 2nd and 6. Uh-oh. I see it.
Have an intriguing game going on between the arch rivals of Independence and Shelbyville. Shelbyville leads 24-17. A minute 34 remaining in that game.
Wait. Shelbyville and who?
Summit.
Arch rival of Independence. Gotcha. Good for Summit.
Yeah, getting back into the game. Last I checked, Centennial down 45-10 to Page. I don't know if that's even reached the 4th quarter yet.
Wow.
But the drastic change to the start of our broadcast here when we mentioned it was 10-7 Centennial.
Anderson, but time to move those
trying to find more here for you.
First Citizens National Bank first down in the nation.
Ravenwood and CPA are tied at 21.
Wow, that is a good game.
7:29 remaining.
In the game?
Yeah.
You know, I figure being on TV, we would probably be able to make that game, but see some of it at the end, but I guess not. So Garlington, wow, he's just going to keep carrying people for a first down.
And you got a flag coming in, too. I don't know what this is.
This is going to be interesting because, you know, the refs never called it dead.
No, and the ref that threw the flag was a mile away from the play.
Well, here's the thing. You cannot aid or assist the runner in high school.
Yeah.
So let's see what they call right here.
That's exactly what they're calling.
The line one of the linemen was like, hey, I see this in Saturdays and Sundays. Can I not do this?
Nope. No, you cannot. Still nothing on Nolensville.
Hey, Nolensville. It's got to be a blowout.
Yeah, I've seen Lawson has been struggling.
As our good friends on Williamson County TV, Patrick Whitlock and Tate Matthews, Boat Race City, as they sometimes reference in the Tuesday show. Check that out, where they cover all of athletics in Williamson County. So 2:41 and counting here in the fourth quarter. And here comes a quick throw behind. They better pick it up. Oh, man.
They blow it incomplete.
Wow.
Got to be careful there.
You know, Tucker, I don't know how much you're still involved outside of high school football. I don't know if you know this or not, but there's a pretty good chance one of the Williamson County teams is going to win high school volleyball, state volleyball. I mean, you've had some Nolensville champions. You've had some from Brentwood.
A lot of Brentwood championships.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever didn't win a state championship when I was there.
They probably won
middle and high school.
Yeah, yeah. So 2nd and 4, going under center, and going to be stopped. Again, no timeouts for the Admirals. You know, also, girls soccer is also going on. Summit has a young lady there that's really, really good. I think she's going to Kansas State.
Interesting.
To play soccer.
Well, because I remember when I was in high school, because Ravenwood had a state championship. Franklin's always very good, typically. Brentwood had some good teams as well.
Yeah. And then boys golf. Two-headed Brentwood and Page. Very good. Very good. Brentwood just won last year. So
Bruins are typically good. I want to say Franklin had a state title when I was in high school.
They did. They did. So here we go. 2:06 as the Eagles now first down and goal from the 8. Garlington, you know, that maybe the best option right there.
On the carry for the Eagles. Pushes it down to nearly the 3-yard line.
So that Centennial Page game is just now at the end of the third quarter.
Really? It's got to be a running clock, right?
Has to be now. If it's a 35-point game, absolutely.
Brown.
Well, there's Coach Blade. You know, if you ask Coach Blade, what you think? He's going to find the negatives first. He's going to find the things.
That's every coach.
Yeah, he's going to need to work on.
None of them are truly happy.
That is a great play by Tegan Lee right there. Linebacker coming up.
Number 3,
fill in the gap. And here's the good news. You probably could take a knee right here.
You got the right amount of time on the play clock. I believe you
25 seconds though, probably not.
There's like a 1 second differential.
Well.
Oh wait, it is 25 seconds.
Yeah,
Right.
40 seconds.
College to high school thing.
Oh, jeez. Well, Tegan Lee blows up the play again. And, yep, that's going to do it right there. Where play clock has got more time than the – so that is probably going to wrap it up. The teams are going to start heading to the 50 to shake hands as everybody walks off the field. Tucker, did you have a good time?
I did. I had a very good time.
We're glad you're here. You glad to help me out?
Absolutely.
Both of our other commentators have Parents Weekend. So one's at Sanford, one's at UT. So there we go. So for Paul Breece and Tucker Harlan, your final score here at Independence High School, the Eagles moved to 3-2, 21-7 over the Admirals, who are 1-5. Next week, Battle of Franklin. Tucker will be there as a fan. Not sure who he's cheering for. I have a feeling I know. And for our whole WCTV crew, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.